Changed my game plan. Just temporary, I think. I decided I was spending way too much time with the world building tasks. Now, time itself dedicated to such tasks like that is irrelevant to me. But the true killer of time was when I integrated what I discovered or what I decided into one of my space-bound science fiction stories, then continued on with my research and realized, wait a second, this might work better. Or wait a second, maybe this isn't how I want it to go. Maybe I like this new idea better. Then I went back into the science fiction story and changed it all over again. I was rewriting rewrites. From a temporal standpoint, that sucked. So the new game plan is that I'm going to work on the world building separate, not even touch the space-bound science fiction stories for now. And I'm going to focus now on shorter pieces that have nothing to do, or very little to do, with the science and physics world books that I'm creating. I have an afterlife story that's about halfway done, and all the world book material that I need for that one has already been done. So that should be clear sailing. I have a nonfiction story that I was playing with, and I don't need any world book material for that. Now, I do have a space-bound science fiction novella that I started a long time ago, never really did much with for the longest time, but it's almost done. And I think that any world building that I do for that is going to be separate from the physics and the science stuff that I'm working on now. I hope. But if I'm right, I can get that one finished pretty quickly. There are a couple other relatively short pieces that don't rely on the current world building materials that I'm working on now, so that can stay separate and those can go maybe fairly quickly. Then there's also that story I submitted almost a year ago about a couple of people visiting our society from out of town. And it's been in the hands of a publisher for almost a year. I have my reasons to believe that I'm never going to hear from them again, so I've included that story in my workload for short pieces. As I said at the beginning, this is only going to be a temporary condition that I work under until I get some of the more detailed world building stuff figured out. I really would like to get back to working on some of these space-based science fiction stories, some of the lengthier ones. I got a lot to work on. So hopefully this short project won't take that long.